But here's a little bit about we got Trump here. Man, his tan's a little off today.
Bronze.
He looks
Hey,
a little
it is
tired.
summer. It is summer.
It is summer. That's true. Dude, this whole thing, NATO thing, they're asking very weird questions. Like they literally were asking about like, so why do some of the staff members call you daddy back? Like weird shit. I don't even know it's AI anymore. It was like so strange because you never know.
Federal Reserve Chair before coming to this summit.
Yeah, I think he's terrible.
I was wondering if you've begun interviewing different candidates for the Fed pick.
Yeah, I know within 3 or 4 people who are going to pick. I mean, he goes out pretty soon, fortunately, because I think he's terrible. We have no inflation. We have a tremendous economy. Hundreds of billions of dollars of tariff money is pouring in. Factories are being built because they don't want to pay the tariff.
It's all math. There's a rough math to it, which are like for layman's terms, it makes sense. It really does. Obviously, the economy is a lot more complicated than that. But if you bringing a lot of money for manufacturing jobs while we're kind of transitioning into the AI side, right? Kind of help buffer it a little bit.
Yeah, the AI arms race.
Yeah. The white collaring is here. I'm gonna have to really flesh that whole idea out, but I'm really right about that white collaring.
Yeah,
it's 5 years.
Yeah, I would say the digitization, even.
Yeah,
of a lot of jobs. Yeah.
So they're building them all over the country. I think we're close to $15 trillion. I told you 5.1 trillion from the Middle East alone, but of investment money coming in. There's never been anything like that in the history of our country. But we have no inflation, and we have borrowing because Biden stupidly. They did short-term debt. So we have borrowing coming up. And, we'll go 10 years, maybe longer, maybe shorter, but we'll go a long period of time when we do the debt. And because of him, because of this guy, we will have to pay for years. We'll be paying for him. And I said to him, listen, there's no inflation. He says, but maybe there'll be some. That's true. I said, if there is some, what you do is raise the rate. I'm okay with that. You raise the rate in 2 years from now or in a year from now. But because the rate's high, we have to pay more for debt. It's pretty equal. In other words, if it's 4%, it's 4%. If you drop it a point, you'll pay 3%. So it's fairly equal, not necessarily, but fairly equal. So we're going to end up paying maybe 2 points or 3 points more. 3 points would be about $900 billion.
Almost $1 trillion a year in interest payments.
Woo.